Hello there, and welcome to Aqua Plays Dragon Age Origins. Sorry if I sound a little congested or something. Currently getting over what is probably COVID, but hopefully my voice will at least last long enough to get a decent start here on this game, because I am so excited to be playing this game again. So yeah, just loud and clear, I can say this is definitely not my first playthrough of this game, definitely not a blind playthrough. Honestly, since my first full playthrough of this game back in 2014, this has remained to this day currently still my favorite game. Hopefully one day I can play a game that can kind of rival it for me, but at least right now it's still just my favorite. I just love it. There's very few things that I don't particularly care about for this game, very few complaints that I have about it, which is exactly why I'm now going to be starting what will be my 5th playthrough of the game right now. And so as far as mods are concerned, I generally go very mod light on this game. Just in general, I'm not really a super heavy modder of games necessarily, but with particularly with Inquisition, I usually go a little more mod heavy, but with this one, the first one here, I am very light on mods. So I have the 2 mods that I have kind of used for the last several playthroughs here, which would be one to let me open everything with every class regardless of like lockpicking skill and whatnot, just because if I didn't have that mod I would just end up feeling obligated to go back to open chests once I got someone with the lockpicking skill available anyway, so I just figured might as well just let me open them up right away and save that trouble. And the other mod I have is that I've had like for a while is one so that I don't have to have a helmet, so I can like have a helmet equipped on my character and have the stats, but I don't actually have to see it on the character, which, you know, is an option that's actually just available in the later games, but Origins just doesn't have it, just because I like to see my character's face, you know, and not just see the helmet all the time. You know, because I put the effort into designing the face to some extent, you know, I want to see it. And then for this playthrough in particular, I've gone ahead and added another mod. Hopefully it will work properly here, but it's one that lets you play a mage in Origins other than just the one Circle Mage Origin that's available. And I added that one this time because I'm honestly kind of tired of just playing rogues and warriors, because I played a mage in my first playthrough, and then since then, you know, I've been trying to do a different origin each playthrough, to kind of spice it up for each playthrough, but of course there's only the one origin for the mage, so for every other one I have to play a rogue or a warrior, which does get a little bit boring. Not to say that, you know, obviously I do still enjoy playing rogues and warriors, but I really want to play a mage again, because I love mages, and especially in Origins they're just a lot of fun, and obviously I still get to play my mage companions every time, but just being a mage myself is something I really am looking forward to again. So for this playthrough, I'm wanting to play one of the origins I haven't done yet, which is the Noble Human one, but I'm going to be doing it as a mage, hopefully through this mod, assuming everything works properly, hopefully. So I checked first to make sure that it at least loaded up the character creator with that option available, so hopefully once I make the character go into the game, it doesn't just immediately crash or something. But anyways, let's go ahead and hit new game, and so we can enjoy our first cutscene with Duncan narrating and all that. Just so looking forward to this. Obviously one of the main reasons I'm playing through this game again, and I am going to be planning to play through the sequels as well here, even though I'm not as big a fan of the sequels as I am of Origins here, but I still do like them because I just like the world overall and the characters, and I'm interested to see where the story goes. But particularly right now I'm wanting to get back through the games because Dragon Age 4 is finally coming out. We've been waiting for it for, you know, basically it's been 10 years now, basically waiting for it, a whole decade waiting for that to come out. And, you know, it's funny because I got off easy in a way because I didn't actually get into the Dragon Age series until 2014, you know, which is when Inquisition first released, so, like, I got to have the fun of, like, enjoying all the games, you know, and getting through all that over the course of all the time, so I wasn't even at the point of, like, having, you know, getting into, like, having experienced all the Dragon Age content and having to wait for new stuff to come out quite as soon as other people who would have already played the previous games and just played Inquisition right when it came out. But even so, I've still just been eagerly anticipating Dragon Age 4 for a long time. Obviously I'm still kind of skeptical about it, because obviously, in general, the direction the Dragon Age series has gone has kind of gotten me a little skeptical. I'm definitely not as big, like I said, not as big a fan of the later games as I am of Origins, and I know the games have moved away largely from a lot of what Origins is that I love. But I'm, still kind of trying to remain optimistic. Well, and the bigger concern is not even so much those changes, but just where BioWare in general has gone with their other recent releases, like Anthem and Andromeda, which I didn't hate either of those titles as much as a lot of people did, but I definitely saw a lot of flaws in them, just like a lot of other people did, so I am kind of scared to see what Dragon Age 4 will come, especially after, like, all the news about all the changes that have gone with it, like it originally being a multiplayer thing, and then getting converted to single player, and just all the stuff. But anyways, just trying to remain cautiously optimistic, hoping that it'll be a game that I can enjoy, even if, it's not, I know it's not going to be, like, the same sort of game that Origins is for me, but it's going to be more action-oriented and whatnot, but just hoping it's a game that I can enjoy and a nice continuation of the story in a world that I've come to love. So, anyways, yeah, let's hit a new game and get into our cutscene here. This opening cutscene of Origins, which is awesome. And yes, and I forgot to mention, this is the Ultimate Edition, so I should have all the DLC here, and I will probably be playing Awakening after the first game, even though I'm not the biggest Awakening fan. And I kind of skipped it the last couple times, but probably will be playing through it this time, because I would like to play it again. But anyways, let's just get started. Enough rambling on. And here we go. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies, 813. Just the start is just so good. The
Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
Oh, that music is so good.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
Such an epic opening cutscene. It just gets me even more excited to get back into this world.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Hey, Duncan. You see any rails?
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
You know, it occurs to me now too, I forgot to check the settings, make sure the graphics and everything are on the right settings. I'll have to do that once we get into the game here, but man, that cutscene just always pumps me up to play this game. Okay, so now we get to make our character. So we will be playing a female. So one thing I should probably mention, when I play RPGs, I never really aim to play myself. I always create a character separate from myself to play. I just find it more fun that way to create a character and try to like role play as that character as much as I can. Just something that I find really fun. And for this playthrough, I already have a character in mind, like a concept in mind right now that I've wanted to do for a long time. Because for this playthrough, I'm going to be doing the human noble origin, which is one of the two origins I haven't yet to play. The other one is the dwarf noble. Obviously, even though I haven't played these origins, because I've played through the whole game multiple times and I've read stuff outside of the game and everything, I pretty much have a good idea of what's going to happen in the origin, but it's still going to be fun to experience it for myself here. Okay, so we're going to be human, like I said. Oops, that's dwarf. Elf. This is the first one. Here we go. And like I said, okay, so we're gonna be a mage, but instead of doing circle, we're gonna do human noble here, using our mod. And I know obviously I won't be able to carry that fact of her being a mage over to other games, but I think that will kind of work with what I have in mind, because I'm thinking, like, obviously, if you know the game lore, the lore of Dragon Age, you basically know that mages can't generally exist outside of the circle in Ferelden here. So she's essentially illegally being a mage outside of the circle, and kind of my headcanon here with her is going to be that her being a mage is kind of a secret in her family. She's kind of like the Kid Connor, that we'll see later in the game here. Except, in her case, everything goes well, and she's trained secretly to keep her powers under control and be able to be a mage outside of the circle safely. And so, basically, her being a mage is something that I think will be kept a secret in history, and like only those that were close to her and like to the conflict will really ever know that she was a mage. So I think that'll kind of work with the fact that like we'll have to transfer her over as either a warrior or a rogue into the other games. But this way, at least I can enjoy the mage gameplay. I also don't know how well this mod will handle like the dialogue changes as far as like based on whether she's a mage or not, like how other characters will recognize whether she's a mage or not and all that stuff. So once again, if there's anything that like any characters that just aren't really recognizing her as a mage, that will kind of work maybe too, kind of in the context of her kind of keeping as something of a secret, though obviously if her companions are the ones, then it'll be a little something we'll just have to kind of suspend our disbelief about here, because we're kind of doing something that's not in the game's original plan. But okay. So yeah, we are going to make our Cousland here. First time making a Cousland, which is interesting because it is kind of like the sort of the default one to make, I guess, but since I wanted to be a mage the first time, I did play, like a human the first time as a mage, and then since then I kind of have just been elves and dwarves, but now we are going to be a human again. I do like this first preset, but I'll just take a look at the others to see. So my concept for this character, basically, it can be summed up very quickly as just like Ice Queen. The idea being that she's going to be like kind of a very cold and calculating kind of character. Having grown up in nobility, she's kind of going to be accustomed to, kind of plotting and politicking and all that stuff, and she's going to be very much someone who kind of is into that life and wants power and will do what she needs to get it. So like she's going to be kind of very cold and calculating, very manipulative and cunning. That's kind of my thought process with her character. And then her being an Ice Queen will kind of also be kind of nice thematically transferring over with her being a mage, because she'll not only be an Ice Queen in terms of personality, but also as far as being a mage, will focus like largely on ice, maybe to some extent with her powers, so it'll be kind of fun. But yeah, so basically that's kind of the main basic concept of her being an Ice Queen, and I'm thinking she will probably end up romancing Alistair, only really growing interested in him after she learns of his lineage, because she just will basically get with him and manipulate him to eventually marry him so that she can gain power through him. So that's kind of where the basic idea came from, like, you know, someone who gets with Alistair just for that purpose. But anyways, I probably will go with the first one here. I do like this face though. I haven't really thought much about what she'd look like, to be honest. I mostly just thought about the personality and things she'd choose and whatnot, but I guess, like, I would want her to be kind of cold. Have a kind of a cold look, kind of like an icy look to her, just to kind of go with it further, take the theme further. I guess we'll just start with this face. And I assume it all just goes kind of darker. Oh, that's right, it goes like the weird, like, age stuff. So we'll probably just keep it basic, smooth. She's gonna be, you know, she's like a young Cousland, just, you know, coming up into her thing. I mean, that's kind of like canonically what it is anyways, pretty much just a young adult. Let's see, and this, yeah, kind of goes darker, so we're just gonna go keep her very light, like ice. And blush, do we have anything maybe more bluish or grayish? That's kind of like a whitish there, maybe. That kind of, yeah, I'm just gonna try and make her like I said, kind of like the ice queen. Ooh, so maybe we add a little, like, blue into her colors here. But I don't want her to look like clownish either, so we'll have to figure out how to make that work. We'll go with this, and we'll build off of this. Let's see. Maybe, yeah, like, maybe if we make it a bit less intense here, just put it more toward the middle. And then lips, let's see. Should probably do more as maybe some of the other features first, but I guess colors might help to get a better idea overall. I mean, we might be able to get away with doing, like, kind of icy blue lips if we, like, decrease the intensity a bit. Yeah. That might be kind of okay. And then her eyeshadow's already, like, blue, but maybe go for a bit of more of an icy blue here. If we have something like that. I'm probably not going to change our facial features too much, because I usually don't care too much about getting one that. Oh, this, yeah, this works. It's getting more green. Yeah, I think we found the color there. It kind of struck out for me here. Yeah, was it that one? Yeah, right here. And then I might make it a little less intense again. Though, I mean, with her being a noble woman, like, I feel like her having a little more makeup is kind of okay. I might make her lips a little more intense. Just kind of up it a little bit, but yeah, so we're going for more of a cold, ashy kind of look to her. And then tattoo. She's not gonna have any face tattoos because she's not a Dalish elf. It's kind of deceptive that they put that in there, like, when, you know, you can give yourself that without even knowing the lore behind it and everything. But yeah, so we'll just not bother with the tattoo side of things. Hair. Let's maybe wait on the hair. I'm gonna maybe mess around with the face a bit more. Let me just, like, see. Yeah, let's just make her bald so I can just kind of focus on the face itself. Wish I could zoom in a little bit more here, but this will be fine. Let's see. So I kind of just want to give her, like, a cold look, so I don't know if there's really a particular way of doing that. Kind of like these eyes for her, maybe make them, like, kind of maybe middle. Problem is, like, I feel like if you play around a little too much with this, it's too easy to kind of make them look really weird, so I usually don't do a whole lot of customization in here, but let's see. Do we have any, like, maybe grayish eyes? I feel like all the eyes are kind of darker here than I would like them to be, but this is kind of maybe this one. I guess that kind of works. Brow depth, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I really need to mess with maybe a little bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna mess around in here for a little bit and see what I want to do here. This one or this one? Do I want her to have like upturned or more like downturned nose here? Thinking maybe this nose, make it a little bit bigger. Maybe a little less deep. Maybe a little less wide. Let's see. Oh yeah, that helps, I think, at the tip. Depth maybe should go a bit. Yeah, I think the mouth will be a big thing here. I think we'll need to maybe bring it up a little bit. Make it like, oh, not that thin. That was a misclick. But yeah, just bring it, make it a little thinner maybe. And a little wide maybe. Let's see, what is this? Maybe actually that might kind of work if we do just a little touch of that. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll give her some high cheekbones here. And some thin cheeks. Maybe not quite that thin. Oh, this one is a good one. Yeah, make her a little shallow cheeks. I want sharpness in her features here, because she's gonna be a very sharp person. And yeah, oh yeah, make him a little bit higher. That works. Oop. And then chin. She's gonna have more toward the middle with that, but maybe just make it stick out a little bit more. Not quite so wide. And a little bit less. Yeah, just kind of a very sharp angled face here, I'm thinking. And then ears. I don't know if the ears really matter all too much. Yeah, they're kind of fine, just smaller. Oh, and like a thinner neck, I think, to go with her thin face. And then we'll do hair. So this is gonna be kind of her. We can't really do a whole lot of customization. Like, we can't really make the face that different from the preset, but we kind of got it like a little more sharper, a little more angled. And now we'll go for some hair. So, since she's like a high-born woman, I feel like she could have a bit more of like an intricate hairstyle if you wanted. I mean, I don't know if I really usually go by that anyway. I just kind of go for whatever I think looks like it fits their personality, because she's not going to be a noblewoman for very long here. Well, I mean, technically, I guess she's still a noblewoman, but she's not going to be sitting up at a castle pretty for very long here now, is she? I don't know if I really see her as like a long hair person. I feel like kind of with the idea of being like cold, maybe like more like hair more drawn back from the face. Yeah, like something maybe more like this, but a little more, yeah, maybe more like that. Or this is actually kind of good too. Yeah, let me go back to the start here. So yeah, okay. This is a possibility. Yeah, I think either those plate bun things there, or we go for one of these, like updo, or like, well, this one was kind of interesting too. I don't really like the bangs on this one though. Oh, it's just kind of ugly to me. So I think I'd rather go for one of the updos here, maybe, if I'm gonna go for something here. Not this one. I think it would be either this one or... Let me see, what's the difference again? This one's got like more of an order to it. This one's a little more like, got the stray wispy hair. So I think I'd go for this one. Either this or that one hair with the stuff in the back. Yeah, either this one or that one. Let me see. I kind of like. I kind of like the one with nothing around her face. Just kind of fully showing off those cheekbones and everything. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. Okay. And then for her hair color, we're not gonna, she's not a grandma, so we're not gonna go for that, but we are gonna go for maybe like a light. I think that might be as light of a blonde as we get. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is as light of a blonde as we can get for her. I'm actually not entirely sure what the other Couslands look like, so I don't know exactly if we're gonna stand out here or not, but hopefully we'll look alright. Or how the game accounts for that. Ooh, those... Honestly, probably the eyebrows she had might be the best, or... Yeah, I think those are gonna be the best for her here, yeah. We just want to match the color to her hair, though. I think. If we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then our portrait. So that's, we're looking down here. I think the way she's looking is fine. I'm just gonna change the background. Let me see. I think I liked, where was it? That one's kind of okay. Let's go with that for our Ice Queen. And then her expression, she should have an icy expression if we can manage it, but I don't think any of these, I think just probably going neutral is probably best. Yeah, I think neutral is honestly like the stoniest expression we can do. Okay, now let's pick our voice for the few voice lines we have in combat here.
I have lost the spell! Greetings. Greetings. Charmed. Greetings.
It's definitely not sultry.
Ugh, my spell.
Probably not violent.
Greetings. Greetings.
Like I said, she's not really violent, she's like more of a manipulator. Kind of a diplomat, very much so.
Greetings. 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 Ugh, my spell. What does it take to kill these things?
Yeah, not that one.
Greetings. I cannot cast it!
Probably experience wise, honestly.
Well, that didn't work.
Greetings. No, it is gone! My weapon does nothing. Excuse me?
Yeah, I guess I'll just go with wise, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much because we're not gonna hear it. You know, we don't really hear it from very much anyway. And then the name that the default name here looks like Alyssa. We're gonna come up with our own name here for our Ice Queen. But I might kind of base it on Alyssa a little bit here. I'm trying to think. Something that kind of relates to ice here. So Alyssa, kind of thinking about like frost, ice, winter. Honestly, like, something starting with V, I think kind of works. Maybe. I don't know, for some reason I think of, like, V names kind of, like, conjure up this cold or something to me. Alyssa... Maybe just go with Visella? Maybe one S, so we'll just do Visella. I kind of like that, Visella Cousland. Yeah, I usually just make up kind of a name because, you know, just going with the fantasy stuff. Yeah, I think Visella, I kind of like that. That kind of works. Okay. Now we go next, and now we get to do our stats. So since we are going to be a mage, we're going to want to focus on willpower and magic primarily, I believe, right? So yeah. So willpower is, yeah, deeper mana pool. It's obviously very important for us as a mage, and then magic is, yeah, it's like our spell power, so it determines our potency and how effective potions and stuff, yeah, so it's very important for us. So basically we're pretty much just going to be splitting our points largely between willpower and magic, probably. We may need to up our cunning a bit for, like, if I want to go for some of the more of the persuasion skill. I might want to do that at some point. I might also need to get up constitution a little bit. We'll see, but for now, I'll probably just dump it all in willpower and magic, kind of somewhat evenly. Maybe go a little heavily in magic for right now, so probably just something like this to start, and we'll see. I usually just kind of play it by ear with the stats. I don't really go by a guide or anything. I just kind of just use my own judgment here. So let's see. We'll go next. Oh yeah, but if we do want, yeah, see, that's the thing, I kind of do, since she's gonna be a manipulator, I kind of do want her to have, like, coercion, so we are gonna need to get up cunning to do that. So actually, you know what, maybe I'll do a point in cunning here as well. Oh yeah, and also some other skills rely on cunning too, so we'll probably have to do a little bit in cunning as well, just for skill purposes here. Cause, yeah, okay. So we can get one skill here to start, and for her, she already will start with herbalism because of being a mage. We're definitely gonna want to go for coercion, to go into the manipulation side for her. Yeah, and then we'll have to get up, yeah, so we'll have to get up to 16 cunning just for this, but I think that's all, as much cunning as we'll kind of need. And then we get 2 spells to start, so like I said, we're probably going to focus largely on, initially at least, on the more of the ice stuff, just to go with the theme of things, not really because it's of a specific strategy or anything, just because I think it'd be fun. So we can go for Winter's Grass, so the caster envelops the target in frost, raising lower level target solid, those that resist separate penalties to movement speed, so that's a pretty nice initial attack for us to go with. And then I might want to go ahead and just grab heal. Like I don't know, beyond doing some like ice stuff, I don't know how much I'm going to focus her in, like what other areas, like whether she's going to be a bit more heal oriented or not, but I probably should just at least have some basic healing capacity with her, I imagine, just to be safe. So I think we'll go with heal, just to be safe. And that is all of the characterization. So when we are ready to experience the origin, but just a moment, I'm going to turn the light on because it is getting dark in this room. Now let us get started with Visella's journey. Is initially a Cousland and soon to be a Grey Warden. Soon to have her family fucked up by the Hows, I guess, from what I know, what I remember. So let's go. I'm excited. Oh, and for difficulty, let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I was playing on hard last time. Yeah, I think I've been playing on hard more recently, because I do actually, a lot of people, like, don't particularly care for Origins Combat. I'm one of the few, I guess, that actually, like, legitimately kind of really likes it. As clunky as it can be at times. I've not played on Nightmare, and I don't really necessarily plan to play on Nightmare. Well, I mean, maybe eventually I'll try playing on Nightmare, but at least for this one, especially because I'm getting back in after not having played this game for a few years, I'll just go in on hard, I guess, which will probably be enough of a challenge for me for right now. So let's go ahead and get started then. Oh, yes, here we go. So
For
exciting.
generations, your family, the Couslands, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Cousland's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is
Scumbag
entirely
Hal.
my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, that we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
She just has such a hateable
At
face.
least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
Okay, let's see. We get to start figuring out how it's going to be. Let's see. So, while obviously, like, she generally is pretty a cold person, not particularly empathetic person, she is gonna, like, put on a front, you know, as much as possible, kind of, and everything. So she definitely will be, like, very much the polite diplomat here. So let's see. So I brought her for a reason. She's not gonna be that abrasive. Tomorrow is your family hero, Hal. I guess I would just say, and you are, Hal.
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
No, she definitely is not against arranged marriage, but I think at this point Hal is one of our bannermen, right? So she probably wouldn't be particularly interested in his son, because he's kind of grasping with that, so she probably would be a little hesitant here. So Thomas is a few years younger than I am.
As you get older, those years make less difference. A lesson often hard won.
I doubt she'll be receptive, Hal. My fierce girl has her own mind these days. Make her bless her heart.
Quite talented, I'm sure. One to watch.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Visella would be very excited by that. She craves power. So is that really necessary? Well, I can't go in battle with you and Fergus. She'll probably just be like, I'll do my best, father.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Getting to see Duncan real early here. Well, I guess you do kind of see him earlier in all the Origins.
It is an honor to be a guest
yeah.
in your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am At a disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage in your evil
We
plans.
rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Let's see. Real warriors. Yeah. I would have her. She would say this, except like with a Grey Warden actually present, she'd be wanting to like kind of butter him up, probably. So they're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
Yeah, she wouldn't really have any interest in becoming a Grey Warden because there's not really power in that, at least as far as she's aware. So, yeah, I have no interest in becoming a Grey Warden.
Do you hear that, Duncan? My daughter is not interested. So unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription...
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Honestly, I'm not as sad as I should be for this dude dying soon because he keeps calling me Pup. That's just, I know, kind of off-putting to me. Kind of weird. I feel like just, you know, even though if I am your, like, kid, just, like, calling him Pup constantly, man. I feel like they could have come up with a better nickname here. Anyways, sure thing, I see too while I'm gone. Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Okay. My work is not to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. Yeah, let's just gonna talk to Duncan, see if we can get anything out of him.
You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, see, lass is at least a little better than Pup. Oh, all the codex is popping up. I don't usually, like, read the codexes too much. I might skim them a little bit here this time. We'll see. Maybe every once in a while I'll check in and skim on them, but I don't really want to interrupt the flow of gameplay too much to constantly be looking at them. Oh yeah, plot helpers, yeah, exploration. Yeah, I know all that stuff already. Okay, let's see. Let's go around and talk to people.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening,
Good evening,
God.
milady.
Oh, that was funny. Alright, let's see. Talk to the guards.
evening,
Are
my
they all
lady.
just gonna say good evening, my lady? Probably not the Howl ones. Are they gonna be all, like, abrasive?
Greetings, my lady. You are the Terran's daughter, are you not?
Of course, they have, like, a sketchy vibe to them. Who are you? I am indeed Visella.
That is good to know. I understand you shall take charge of your father's castle once we march.
So I'm told, yes.
Then I wish you luck. Good evening, my lady.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all. I wonder what this other guy.
Good evening, my
Oh,
lady.
now they just default to that. Okay. How about you?
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Maybe speak later.
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
I look forward to
As
it.
do I. Until then.
Yeah, she's wondering, what could I get out of these Grey Wardens? Little does she know, she will soon be a Grey Warden. Anyways, this is our...
Shouldn't you be
Oh,
off
this is
to
our
your
father
brother,
again.
as I asked?
Oh, Fergus is my brother, okay. I don't think I registered that before. Are you sure you'll be alright? Where do you think Thuris is?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Is sending all of our forces south a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
All right, now you're scaring me, Father. No, we're not gonna see that. I'll do my. She might be a little overrated. What can I do with a handful of guards?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden-born, strong, just as you are. But
soon to be just as dead as you.
Ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Wow, a little heavy-handed there.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
A little heavy-handed, being like, everything's gonna be alright, and soon everything's gonna be definitely not alright. Anyways, here's the scumbag himself.
Yes?
I trust the delay with your men is nothing serious.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father that the delay was your fault.
In a manner of speaking. If I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
I just want to wish you well, Arlhal.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Yeah, start squirming, you little freaking worm. You're about to kill my whole family and almost me. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, what is this? I'm guessing that maybe that's my mom or grandma or something? She's got my hair. Okay, let's see. Oh, is that my dad? Looks like him. Alright. Let's see, which way do I go? I guess just go this way. Oh, that's right. We can hit tab, right? Oop. No. Oh, maybe is that the later games we hit tab to see everything interact? I thought it was this game. Oh, I forgot too. I need to go look at the settings and make sure the graphics are right. Oh, texture detail. Oh, that's right. I think I had to turn down texture detail because there's like some weird bugginess that can happen with higher texture details, so I think I'll probably just trust everything as it is. It may not look the greatest, but as long as it actually runs, that's the main important thing, considering how old the game is and everything. Oop, just went back where I came from. Let me see. I swear that what is...
There you are.
There we go.
Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, Sir Gilmore, okay. Nothing too considering Father's company.
Yes, I saw the Arl arrive. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Oh yeah, I forgot we get the dog right from the start this time. Because it's our dog to start with. Sweet. Let's see. Nana's just blowing off steam. She's always been like that.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Let's see. He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Need to talk to my brother first.
Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Oh yeah, you're the dude that he was interested in, right? Oh, you sound quite excited.
Awed, more like. The reputation of the Grey Wardens as mythical warriors is unsurpassed.
true. He's talking to my father right now.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test you for recruitment.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Okay, yes, friendly fire, controlling party members. Yes. We don't really need to worry too much about that stuff right now because soon this whole party's gonna be gone anyway. But I'll just go ahead and make a save. Let's just call it Visella 1. Let's see.
Good evening, my lady.
They probably all just say that. So we need to find the kitchens. Is that this is? Yeah. I forget if. So it's not tab. I thought there was a button we could hold in this game to show all the interactable stuff, but I forget which one it is. Let me see. Oh, it's V, that's right. I think it might be tab in later games, I can't remember, but that's right, V is the one we use to highlight things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So nothing in here. Okay. Let's go to the kitchen and get our dog. Got our puppy. The actual pup of the story. That door's locked. So we go in here. Puppy.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Oh, jeez, man. It's just a puppy. Let's see. She doesn't really have to be super polite to her because she's a servant, so maybe you should be put down.
What? That monster is in my larder, slobbering all over the bacon, and you're insulting me?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Well, she's very pleasant. V is kind of like a weird position, I feel like. Anyways, I guess we can talk to each of these guys.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
The castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It'll be so empty.
Yeah, emptier than you think. Ooh, here we go. Doggy time.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
So what are we going to name him? I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I think let's name him Griffin. I think that's how they spell Griffin in this game, in this world. I can't remember. Alright, I don't think it's with the PH spelling necessarily. I don't remember, but I think we'll name him Griffin. Like, she is like in seeing him as like her, you know, powerful beast or something. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm not sure if it's like that or if it's like this. Or I've seen it spelled multiple ways. I don't know. I'm just gonna spell it like this, but he's gonna be Griffin. Because he's gonna be her Griffin. That's a Grey Warden, since there's no actual Griffins right now. But apparently in Dragon Age 4, the Griffins might be coming back, so that's something to look forward to. But anyways, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, oh, our first fight here is gonna be against giant rats. Okay, that's funny. Okay, let's just pause. I'm not gonna get too into like setting up tactics and all that stuff right now, because we're just gonna have to reset it all soon anyway, so I'll just focus on playing her right now. Just use Winter's Grasp. Yeah, that just like kills them automatically. We can use this too. Bolt. Yeah, and she's gonna have to just use swords right now because she's not gonna start with the staff, because you're not supposed to start as a mage here technically. But at least everything seems to be working okay so far with the mod.
Good work! Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Yep, he's a smart boy. Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
So he just leaves our party just like that, but now we got a doggy. Oh yeah, new codex Griffin. Oh wait, that's just his codex. But yeah, it's always funny in Origins though how everyone gets like super covered in blood. I think you can turn that off in the settings over, but I just leave it on. It's just kind of funny. After the fights, they're always just like super covered in blood in the cutscenes. It always looks so kind of odd. Anyways, we'll take some deep mushrooms. I don't know if anything we collect right now is actually going to carry over at all, but we might as well loot what we can, I suppose. Now, look at all the dead rats. It's just kind of funny. Okay.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending our larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhen made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Yay, doggy got some treats. He's a good little doggy. Aren't you? Aren't you, Griffin? I will pet you. My good blood-covered dog. Alright, onward. Yes, quest completed.
We will serve you while the
Yeah,
Terran
okay,
is away.
it's the same stuff. Or, you know, maybe I don't know if I've changed the button in the past or something. Maybe that's why I keep thinking it's tab. I don't know. Anyways, let's go find our brother. Let's see, who are these people?
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
I actually do look quite a bit like our mother. Anyways, Man's head exploded. My hound ate the kitchen staff, you can say. Let's see. Yes, there were giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course it is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron? He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
Let's see. I'll just say thank you.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
Well, she's holding out for the best. Let's see. One time done. I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Anything more for my mother to say?
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Do you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited?
No, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
Keep it that way. You've enough to do here at the castle without chasing Darkspawn.
Are you staying at the castle?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I was about to suggest that myself.
Delightful. Then there's no argument.
I should go.
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
I'm hardly a girl any longer.
Indeed. I turned around and here you are, a fine woman in your own right. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Alright then, can't read that book. Let's go on up. Can't go in there. Who's this?
Good evening. Good evening.
Another good evening, dude. Let's see. Locked. Up this way we go. Was this the room we were in earlier? Maybe. What is this supposed to be? Don't know. Looks like he's over here.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Okay, so I did spell griffin right.
Oren, griffins only exist in stories now.
And as
I heard
dogs.
that. Did he say why he's come?
He's going to test our guild more.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it. Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
Oh, how wrong
I'll
you
see for
people
myself
are.
soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
Oof. I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without
Then
him.
the Jarl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Whole family here about to be murdered. Let's see. Just many of those prayers. First one. A good shield would be more useful.
Make us sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands, and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
Let's see. You can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Okay, last time the happy family all together. Can I talk to any of them more?
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
About this Grey Warden.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
No, why would I want to be
If
recruited?
the Blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
I'll go now.
I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman. That much is clear.
Yeah, I feel like Visella, she kind of does care about her family. She's loyal to them and everything, but she's just not super, like, warm and empathetic and compassionate, you know? So she's not, like, super heavy on all that. But she does care about them to some extent in her own way, I guess.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Auntie?
Yes, that's true, Orin.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
Dragons are terrible creatures, Orin. They eat people.
Yeah, I want to see one.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Auntie? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny. Oh, darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
Truthiness?
We're teaching him about honesty.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon, I promise.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer it.
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
Have fun on the long march in the cold.
A warm bed doesn't sound so bad now, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
I'm pretty sure we're all... Well, except for me, obviously. You'd be dying soon. Mother...
Best do as your father says, darling. I will see you in the morning, bright and early.
All of the foreshadowing. Pretty on the nose here. And now the terrible stuff happens. We get woken up as Hal is enacting his evil plans. Griffin saves the day again. Let's see. What's wrong, boy? Is someone out there?
My lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
now we get to fight in our underwear. Excellent. Let's see. What? Kinda awkward until we get the staff so we can fight from afar here. We just gotta punch. Punch, punch, punch.
Let us end this.
Kinda spoils it with that how archer as if it wasn't obvious already, even if I didn't. Wasn't spoiled from already playing the game. Let's see. Do I have anything I can put on? No, there's a magic staff I can use at least, I guess. Here, let's just put this stuff on just so we're not... Wait, there's this stuff. I guess it's from like DLC or something, I guess. I could put that on. Okay, let me save real quick again. Just cause, especially with the mod, new mod and stuff, I just want to make sure I save pretty regularly here. Well, and also this game does tend to be rather buggy these days, considering how old it is and everything.
Go down!
We're gonna use our magics. Ice Queen power. Oop.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Oh, she looks really different in fighting clothes. Let's see. I was about to ask you that.
They never got through the door, thanks to you. Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
His betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself.
Yes,
Have you
mother.
seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my room.
We must find him.
Let's see. We should. Can you still handle a weapon, mother?
I'm no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Yes, our mother's a badass. Yes, it makes me sad she's gonna die here. I'm pretty sure, at least. I'm pretty sure all of our family are gonna die.
Darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Yeah, lock bash. Lock bash. Okay, we got some stuff. But we don't need any of those weapons, really, unless... Oh, actually, she will, though. Let me see. Give her some stuff here. Does it even say what she's supposed to be? I guess she'll have to take a daggers. And yeah. Okay. We won't deal with all this because this is gonna be like DLC crap we'll go through later once we get into the actual real companions and stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh.
No! My little Oren!
Oh, the little boy.
What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
I'll make them pay.
I was not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go, I don't want to see this.
Rest in peace. Let's go.
More enemies ahead.
You get him. You help.
Take that and the advantage.
Okay, let's see. Loot.
Very well.
And loot. Oop.
It shall be done.
Oh, we missed some loot back there too, because the cutscene happened. Let's see.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
Yeah, Bash. Tis a tragedy here. Let's see, Lapash.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
How can we get out of the castle?
The servants' passage leads out from the larder. But we must find your father first. The front gates. That's where your father must be.
What if father isn't there?
Listen, darling. We haven't much time. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. Without you and Fergus, the entire Cousland line dies here. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Yeah, we do want Hal dead, but gotta be smart about it. Let's go get some more stuff.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Oh, and now we can use our persuasion. Don't be a coward, stand and fight.
Yes, my lady! Here they come!
Oh, he's probably gonna die here anyway, but anyways, I will try and do my best. Oh shoot, there's a bunch of them over there.
As you say.
Actually, he's living. Here, can I heal him? Live, servant, live. Well, there's more. Okay, that was a lot of them. At least we kept the servant dude alive. Not that Visella really cares that much, but at least we didn't kill him by persuading him to stay. I can feel decent about that. Let me save again real quickly, because I'm very paranoid with my saving, to be honest. Where's this? Oh. Oh, there they are. Freeze! And... dead. I guess he didn't get aggroed with the rest of them. Luck bash. Okay, let's see. Wait, is that servant dude still with us? Oh, he is. Huh. Anyways. Oh, more dudes to fight.
It is begun.
Oh. Oh, there he is. I thought he had left us for a second there. Yeah, combat's really simple at this point. His mother's getting hurt. Let me heal her up a little bit. But obviously this is designed for not having any healing really at this point anyway, so we're pretty good. Ooh, enemy Mombari. Freeze! Arcane Bolt. Freeze! Be fun once I get some higher level ice stuff.
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Oh, they even killed the freaking librarian. Those bastards. They shall pay, but it will be a long time later in the game before we get to kill Hao. I do very much look forward to that, though. Anything in here? Yes. Luck bash. Which way? Can't go through there, so we go this way. And we've got level ups, but I'll deal with them a little later, I guess. Let's see.
Very well.
Oh wait, we can go in there.
It shall be done.
Ooh. Lots of enemies. So I guess maybe our brother did get away and he's gonna die to the dark spawn with like all the other soldiers for Alden. Just the rest of our family dies here. Tragic either way. More people over here to kill.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hao's men had gotten through.
See how that treacherous bastard.
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hao's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
We need to find Father.
When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
Oh, we're gonna get ambushed in that larder, aren't we? Oof, it's gonna be a massacre. Or we're gonna find our father already dead or something, I don't know. Oof.
It shall be done.
Okay. Goodbye, Sir Gilmore.
You're not here, Sir Gilmore. We must go while we can.
Yes, Mother. Let me just save again, because I'm just a little wary of once we go into the transition to the next segment after the origin. Let's see. Oh. Let me freeze. Fucking what? Okay, let's see. Who's that? What? I just saw a soldier there, and then it's like up there I saw a soldier there, and then like you go up there and there's no one. I swear, I thought I saw a dude there. Weird. Okay, anyways, let's go through this door.
Help us all.
Oh, servants. I love if they get stuck and they start walking calmly and then they run as soon as they're free. It's funny. Oop. Me back up. I am but a mage. Ranged. Not maybe. Yeah. Oh, I missed something in that room. I see now sparkling. Hold on. No loot left behind. Even if it is just a mushroom. It can be useful for crafting later. Let's see.
Very well.
Nothing in here. Okay, and then... Wait, we can't go this way. So I guess we gotta go back here. Go... up here, okay. Yes, ranks. Ooh, Mother's hurting. Let me heal her up real fast. Oh, that guy's yellow, yeah. Heal. Freezing. There we go. Guess I could go ahead and level us up here real fast. Okay, so we'll do cunning, willpower, and magic. That's how we'll do it for now, I guess. And then I guess I'll go for frost weapons. Just for now. And then the dog, Griffin. He, I think, mostly wants strength. And maybe some constitution. I don't think he really needs willpower or dexterity too much. Maybe a little bit. And he doesn't have any more abilities, okay. And let's save again real fast. And let's go. Almost to the kitchens now, I think. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, that went back the wrong way, I think. Wait. Is this not where I'm supposed to... Oh no, okay. Oh, this door, okay. Here we go. That was just like a little pantry or something. Ooh. Okay, not dead, but very close to it.
Both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
See, so doing this. I feel like she'd mostly want to, like, know, kind of. Well, she pretty much knows why, probably, right? I mean, he's the bannerman, and it kind of makes sense. Play for power. I don't know if she really needs to ask why. We need to get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we will stay and defend you.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
See, Hal must have something planned for him too.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Hello, Duncan. Here to coerce me into being Grey Warden. Let's see, Thank you for saving my father.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Oh, this is how he's gonna coerce me, force me to be a Grey Warden. I thought, so is my mother gonna live then? Hopefully she lives, that would be nice. I thought, like, literally all of my family was just gonna straight up die. But let's see. But what about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
But I want to be powerful. Of course, she has no idea that she will become powerful through the Grey Wardens, but yeah. Let's see, but what if Fergus is dead?
We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, bub. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
She really doesn't want to have to, like, do this and give up her stuff, but at the same time, yeah, she doesn't want to have to do this and give up being a noble one, but at the same time, she doesn't do this, like, there's no way for her family to, like, continue on anyway, so I guess she'll be like, I suppose I must accept, right? Because that's the only way for her to, like, have any chance of, like, her family getting vengeance, and maybe, you know, even as a Grey Warden, maybe she can claw her way back to something.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan.
Come
you have
on.
a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
No, Mother, don't die here, come on. Mother, are you sure you want to do this?
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
Oh, but you could be such a badass at my side through everything.
So
I'm
sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
No, this is like, I thought they were just like gonna be straight up murdered. I didn't know she was gonna have to sacrifice herself like that. That was sad.
We will be traveling south through the
And
hinterlands
that's
to the ruin
it,
of
huh.
Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cousland. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Oh, that was a really, like, kind of felt like an anticlimactic end to that origin. I was honestly thinking that origin was going to be, like, a lot more epic and brutal in a way. Like, honestly, like, quite what I expected after hearing about it, like, for so long and kind of being aware of it for so long. Like, I feel like the City Elf origin is actually, like, a lot more brutal, for sure, in some ways, but anyways. And yeah, I guess Fergus presumably is still alive, and maybe we'll actually get to see him in Ostagar here, and then presumably he'll just end up, like, dying with Cousland and his armies when they go off to fight here. It's interesting. I thought the whole family just got completely slaughtered right out the gate, but it actually was not quite what I had expected. I mean, still we're gonna end up in a bad position, but it's kind of like it's a little bit more of a slow, complete decimation of our family than I had anticipated. Anyways, alright, now we are talking to a king. She needs to give a good first impression here. Let's see. She's dead. Yes, Your Majesty, my name is Visella.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
Let's see. He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Yeah, if only you could go that way. You know, anything where, like, Howe gets really lucky, kind of, in a way that, like, everything goes so smoothly for him here after this. I mean, I guess he already kind of knew that what game was going to portray, presumably, and stuff, but, like, still he kind of banked on some stuff here, didn't he? Anyways, thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Okay, so we probably won't actually see him at all until he actually ends up getting killed in the cutscene and everything. Okay. So, let's see. As long as Earl Howe pays, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Farewell.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Imagine if Visella was not the main character here after all that, and she just, like, died from the joining, and then her whole family just, like, is completely extinguished like that. Like, that would be so terrible. So it's a good thing she is the main character here. Gets that plot armor for that. Anyways, let's see. Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Alright, bye for now, Griffin. All the codex is coming in. Or codices, or whatever you call it. Alright, Ostagar. But before we start into this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and save again. And go ahead and call it here. So yeah, when I come back, when I play again, we will head into Ostagar and meet up with our other recruits and head out to the Korkari Wilds and do all that stuff and get to meet up with Alistair and Morgan and all that nonsense and go through some more tragic stuff going on. So yeah, until then, I hope you have a great day or night or whatever it might be where you are, and see you next time.